I washed them really well, put them in the fridge.
Setting them up?
Yes.
So will they be left to soak for a while, or?
Well, it depends how long it takes.
Just until they feel soft?
Yeah. And sometimes if it's cabbage leaves they take longer, I put them in the cooker for a few minutes on to soften them up. I have to chance it. Leave the water because I need it for something else.
Taking the sauce off the heat, that was at least half an hour, wasn't it?
At least.
On a low heat.
Minimum.
So normally, would you, now you're transferring this into the saucepans, normally we'd go straight into the big pan.
Yeah.
Now you're splitting it 3 ways.
Well, I have to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now the fun is going to start now.
Station then, Nan.
How about that? Just getting on with the job.
How did you learn to make these, Nan?
I used to watch my mother and my grandmother doing it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Now they're doing it differently in Cyprus. But everything I do, I say, ooh, it's the old-fashioned way. My old-fashioned way is better. Green pepper or red? Have you got
I'm
that?
not fussed.
I don't mind that. Glad to have either.
Right. It's always tastes the same anyway, don't they?
Do you want us to do something, Nigel?
You can, yeah. Whatever you want to. Here you are.
We should stuff a pepper each then.
Go on then.
Dig in, Deb.
No, you've got to do one, Ben. Come on.
I will in a sec.
You put some onions around it to make it stand up. Too much because
I don't know, will it
because
flow
your
out?
eyes is going to.
Okay,
Expand.
expand, yeah. Okay, so not too full.
That one hasn't got one, is it?
There you go, Ben. There's your pepper. Practice on. So sort of half fill them like that. Is that enough?
Yes, yes. I roll it round.
So where did your granny live, Nan?
Where did she live?
Yeah.
In Larnaca.
In Larnaca.
Yeah. Great big house, a huge garden. The house used to be, that was before I was born. Granddad bought it. It used to be a club.
Oh yeah.
Huge room.
Your granny taught your mum?
Well, yes. When I was at school, I was in Larnaca, you see, with Granny. My mother was in the villages. Well, Granddad was a teacher in the village. So I was here and there and everywhere.
And what would you eat Dolmades with when you used to eat them?
Well,
Would they be a main meal in themselves, or?
yeah. But it used to be sort of my granny used to do it, spinach leaf. It was big spinach leaf, Debbie. So she used to cook something called ogasin is called, with pork meat. And it was probably a plate, big piece of meat, and whatever it was called ogasin something. And then go away. And then one of these we had, but it was a huge one.
So you'd have this on the side with a piece of meat?
No, on the same plate.
On the same plate?
Yeah.
And then would you have potatoes with it, or?
Why the potatoes? So gologasin is like a potato, but it's delicious and it's nice, and you can't buy it in England. Goes with it. And all of a salad. All on the same plate, a big bowl of salad.
Would that be a normal everyday meal, or would would that be like a Sunday lunch?
Oh, it depends.
So these are the normal white cabbage leaves now.
Spring cabbage. This.
Spring cabbage. And how are you going to cook these first?
Well, not to make them go soft, then the one come then and leave this soft.
Just going to put them in a bit of hot water, get them supple.
And I'll put them on the gas for a little while.
Yeah? What, for 5 minutes or something?
I don't time anything there, I don't time one. Somebody's going to have it.
This is the cabbage now.
Yeah. I think you need a bigger saucepan.
That's a good size thing to do, isn't it? Does it taste very different though, depending what you use? Or really doesn't matter?
I don't think it matters. I think we'll have to do an onion or two. When Danny used to come here to eat, she used to open the cabbage, take all the stuff in hand, and eat it.
No.
And then she'll eat the cabbage after on the top. She always did that, and since she was little. That's Danny, I don't know, each one have their own. Yeah, it doesn't have to be boiling with them. It's just, I don't want it. It's only goodness of the, only juice of the lemon or that's in there.
Waste not, want not.
Yeah. Right. I think it's best you bring them to the boil slowly, otherwise it might go funny there.
Could you just please tell me how long these have got to cook for?
I have no idea.
What sort?
What are we looking for?
What would you think? Is it going to be? Are we talking 2 hours, or are we talking half an hour?
No, an hour and a half. Very, very low.
Yes.
And then I usually put the fork on. Test them with a fork if it's cooked.
Yeah.
But the thing
How can you
is,
tell if it's cooked? Because it will be soft anyway.
Trick is Ben.
Yes.
Very slowly and longer.
Yes.
Never fast. Very slow.
So your minimum will be how long it would take you to cook any mince on low heat, wouldn't it?
Well, so what's that, an hour and a half?
It's not the mean. It's not the mean. It's everything else to go.
Yeah.
They have to be cooked.
Yeah.
That would be your worst.
And when you cook anything, you don't open the lid. Just leave the lid on when you turn it on. The steam makes it better. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Nan.
You're very welcome. I hope it works all right. But like I said before, I never time things. I never ever did.
Yeah.